What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Will. I'm here with my man BlackBerry Hank at the Spring Hill Suites in Round Rock, Texas. We had another opportunity to meet up. If you haven't seen the other video we did on remarkable.com, be sure to check the link in the description and go check out that interview. It was a lot of fun. But just so happened Hank's in town.
Yeah.
And Hank decided to ring me up, and I said, man, I can't believe you're here. Let's hook up. Let's do what we got to do. Let's do a second meeting, because a lot of people liked the first video that we did for the interview. So everybody say what's up to Hank.
What's up? It is me, BlackBerry Hank. You know where y'all can reach me at remarkable.com, youtube.com/BlackBerry Hank. I'm finna launch that again because I cleared out all the videos.
Oh yeah,
so
we need to
launch that. So
you got to put that back up.
At Twitter @BlackBerry Hank and Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Right?
Yeah, hit Hank up on Instagram at BlackBerry Hank on Instagram and Twitter, and also Google Plus. And
yes.
YouTube as well. You can follow me. You know who I am, mrjlwilliams, on Twitter, Instagram, and Google Plus as well. So Hank's out here in Round Rock, and today is the big day with the Mayweather fight.
Yes.
So he's gonna watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I might get out.
You should watch it.
I may have to.
It's one of the biggest fights in a long time. So.
How long you gonna be in town, Hank?
Probably till tomorrow. Sometime I may stay through tomorrow evening, through Sunday evening, depending on how the night goes. It's gonna be a long night.
I bet.
I can
You
just
heard
tell
it right there. You heard it right there.
Coffee.
He got his coffee ready now because Hank probably gonna go out and take care of his business tonight.
I'm gonna have fun. Family's in town, brothers in town, so it's gonna be a fun day in Austin. And plus, the best thing about this trip, not only family, that I get to see Mr. J.L. Williams live.
Yeah, man, this is our actual first live meeting. We did the video interview before, and Hank lives a couple hours away from me. Luckily, Hank's in town and nearly local, but he's a few hours away. And he rang me up, and I was like, wow, I can't believe you're going to be in Round Rock. You know, that's maybe 20, 30 minutes from my house. So I'll drive over to this beautiful hotel, which is Spring Hill Hotel.
Spring Hill Suites. Yes.
Spring Hill Suites. I got to shout out Spring Hill Suites for allowing us to shoot this video right here in the hotel. I really love it. It's a beautiful setting. Look at that beautiful backdrop right there. So if you are watching this right now, you're ever in Round Rock, Texas, hit up Spring Hill Suites. Hopefully you can, I'm giving them this special shout out, so hopefully they'll give me a free room and board one day.
Oh, and get a night's comp.
Right?
Because they're going to get a good tweet about this.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, it's real good to see Hank in real life. And you know what? We got to shout out the channel.
Yes.
Shout out to the guys on the BlackBerry channel, Romeo and Jay and Clive. Man. And Khalil, and the new people that's joining on. Bart, I can remember your name because it's an easy name. But shout out to everybody on the channel. It's really growing. The link is, or the pen is probably flashing right now above our heads. I'm going to put that in the video like I always do. But Hank, what's new with BlackBerry? What's new with remarkable.com?
Oh, man, it's a lot of things that I'm fixed to launch with Remarkable. Like I said in the last video, the interactive part. So I'm working with Rob Dunwood, and we're going to try to get the layout how I want it before I start launching more content. So I'll probably launch a couple of videos. Of course, this video will be posted so you can see it. And I'm going to actually go ahead and do my What's on My BlackBerry Passport video.
Oh,
I haven't did that one
there
yet.
You go. You just heard it. What's on BlackBerry Hank's He didn't do a video. That's right. He didn't do a video.
So how your video's doing good with that one?
It is. It's doing pretty good. To my surprise, I didn't think it would do that good. You got to show him. We got to show him this new backdrop we did on this BlackBerry. Yeah, it's hot, right?
That is real hot. I appreciate that. So.
But yeah, the video is doing good. But more importantly, I think the video that we did with the live video, that was really hot. And people dug that. I didn't think that it was going to be, people were going to dig it like that. And they said,
I've watched it, man. I've watched it 2-3 times.
I've definitely watched it myself.
I like watching it. It's a long video, but it's very
it goes by quick now.
Yeah, it
goes by fast now.
Because it's just naturally talking how we do. So.
Yeah. So Hank's gonna shoot us. He's gonna put up his What's on My BlackBerry. Finally, he's gonna do a What's on My BlackBerry video, which is great. And I did one already. It's doing okay. It's doing pretty good. It's lots of love. But the BlackBerry fans are just different, right?
Yeah, they are a different breed of people. A lot of pride there.
Yeah.
And they back up the product and services pretty tough. Different. I mean, I wouldn't call them fanboys because I wouldn't call myself a fan.
Yeah.
But because I deal with other devices, it's just this BlackBerry is particularly the device that I like to, use a majority of the time to take care of. But the BlackBerry fans are pretty good. And there's a couple that's out there, but that's just you're gonna get that with every fan of any kind of product or service that you support. But I want to send a shout out to everybody in the BlackBerry community, Team BlackBerry, everybody that's on Twitter and especially the developers team and the elites. Big shout out to y'all.
Oh yeah, you gotta shout out to them elites. And Hank's so modest. He's an elite, so I don't know. You gotta give a shout out to the elites, man.
Yeah, I have to because they're taking care of me.
So where do you want to go next year? I asked you in the live video what was the future of remarkable.com. But what are you? I posted this in the channel, but this is like a once in a lifetime thing, and hopefully we'll be able to meet up again and go do other things like in real life. But some of you guys too, man. If you're in the local area in the ATX or Round Rock, post something. Because me and Hank are about 2 or 3 hours away from each other, so it's always a possibility to get something done. But I've posted this on the channel, and I know you've got some insight on it because I know they'll want to know. They're going to say, "Well, what's the purpose of being an elite if you can't share a little bit of information?" But what do you feel about the new slider BlackBerry that's coming out? Is that going to be something that's going to be hot? Do you think it's going to do better than the Leap? If you guys didn't see my video on the Leap, I passed on the Leap, but I just couldn't do it right now. Maybe later. But what do you think about the new slider BlackBerry that's going to hit the market?
As opposed to the Leap, it will outperform the Leap. It's just because it's a slider and there's nothing out there on the market that has that build to it. And I think it will be very successful because you can just slide up and go, slide up and hit your keyboard and slide right back down and be right back into the full touch. So a lot of people that had the Storm?
Torch.
The Torch.
The Torch.
Those old Torch fans will. I think they will. Yeah, they will. I think the slider. I definitely want to have it.
Yeah, me too.
Just to have it. I don't know if it'll be one of the devices that I would rock daily, but I just have to have it just to have it. But I think it'll perform well. I think it's going to outperform the Leap, but just based on the specs.
Yeah.
Spec wise anyway. So
yeah, it's supposed to be.
Now the Leap looks good to me.
Give us some feedback on the Leap. Now the Leap is their latest device that's launched through BlackBerry, and it's a pretty hot device, but it's kind of dialed back a little bit. Yeah. And we don't know why, which is why I decided to pick up the Z30 and say this is a 2-year-old device, but it is phenomenal, man. It's a solid build. Why do you think people are going to pass? Why are people passing? Everybody wanted the Leap, but now everybody's passing on it.
I think it's everybody's in the spec mode mindset.
I gotta agree.
And it is really basically a lower end device, more of an entry level. And I think the target really is not for the really consumer. It's trying for, I don't know if they're targeting the professional, business professional with that for the touch screen, but I think spec wise, everybody's big on specs, and once everybody's big on specs, it's hard to get people out of that particular mode. So I think that's why it's not performing as well as it could. It's just people are seeing the specs, and when you have the Z30 that's still outperforming the Leap as far as spec wise, it's going to be hard to choose that, especially when with this bad baby here going on sale. It's going to be a hard sale to go.
$220. I jumped on it myself.
You have to.
I didn't have a choice. I saw the Leap and I thought, wow, I'm going to get this Leap. And I thought after doing so, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pass on it and go back to the Z30. So now, with that being said, how is it that an iPhone that runs at a dual core, just your personal opinion, a dual core iPhone performs spectacular? There's no getting around it. The iPhones perform good. Why is it that people would pass on the Leap and get an iPhone? It costs less than a third of the cost. It technically has better specs. Is it? Why do you think that would be?
It's all about the marketing, and it's all about the perception.
Apple has great marketing.
They have great marketing, and you got to really face it. It's about the apps too. Now there's some stuff coming. I don't know. I think John Chin is for to launch something big with Google. I can't really say what it is.
Man.
I think we may see some full-blown Google Play service.
Oh man! Now you know what? So many people right now are looking forward to Google Play services to be right on the BlackBerry operating system, but that's kind of. It's not supposed to be that way technically, but if you want Google services on your BlackBerry 10 device, that's going to be huge. That's going to be really, really, really big. And if people get that, I think that might pull away several people from a lot of Android devices. Yeah. Android is kind of top dog right now. There's no denying that. But what's your stance on Windows Phone versus BlackBerry 10?
Now, I'm going to tell you my stance on that. Windows people dog BlackBerry for trying to implement the Android runtime. And now you can see that Windows is moving towards that. There's rumors going that Windows Phone will be able to run Android apps. And now some of the speculation is that, you know, at first it was like, oh, now they're, you know, Windows, they have to do something.
That's right, to keep up.
Exactly.
If you didn't know that, you just heard it right here. That there are some rumors floating around that Windows Phone is kind of, they're not falling behind. It's just that they have the same issues that BlackBerry have, and it's applications, Google services people want. So if you didn't know, there are some rumors of that floating around the internet, and Hank just confirmed it once again. That's a possibility that Windows Phone will have to start running Android applications just to keep up, and that's kind of sad, but it is what it is.
That's kind of like where we're at. Is you got two base OSs that are really dominating, which is iOS and Android, and it's going to be hard for any to break that. I mean, even if you can get 3 to 5%, that's difficult to get. And I think Windows Phone is still running around 3.4 or 5%. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that as far as market share. But to even try to get 10% of the market share is going to be almost impossible. You gotta bring out something that totally blows people away. Now the one thing I do like now, I do love Windows Phone. Don't get me wrong.
Me too. You guys already know. I got a couple of them.
I got one as well, and I just like the interface. Now, if I wasn't rocking BlackBerry, that would be who I would go. Just preferably Windows Phone.
It's a beautiful operation.
Yeah, but I think it would be an added benefit. But then you got to look at the same challenges that BlackBerry had as far as the native apps, and then what happens to those people that invested so much time developing for Windows Phone.
Right.
You know what happens to those developers, but you know. They have to do what they have to do, and BlackBerry and Windows Phone are kind of in the same predicament. So you got to do what you have to do to try to make sure that these products get some people's hands and you can get a little bit of a market share.
That's right. All right, guys, we're back. We had to get a coffee break going on. So I wanted to ask, we've all been hearing about this new redesigned BlackBerry that's coming to the market. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Oslo or Oslo. I don't know, but it's basically a redesigned BlackBerry Passport. It looks to have an all-metal frame, all the way around, silver. It still has the black keys from. And then these are just rumors, and these are just renders that are out there. We don't know for sure if this is ever going to hit the market, but if it does, what's your take on it, Black? Have you heard anything about it? Can you give us any sneak peek?
Just rumor mill right now. And just some images, and just like you said with the name, we don't know what it can be. Some people gonna say maybe call it Passport 2.
Passport 2.
Just a lot of rumor, and then another rumor that I'm hearing that it's going to be specifically for. I don't know if y'all can see this picture, but if you go and
I'll flash a picture up.
Yeah, flash a picture. And if you go online, just go to Google and type in BlackBerry OS. Is it OSLO?
Yeah, OSLO.
And then just Google that. You'll see some images of it, but. Personally, it's just a rumor. I can't really say anything with significance, truth behind it. But I'm very interested in it. I want to know because I would want to have it.
We got them pulled up here, and it is a beautiful looking device. Again, I'll flash the picture up if you haven't seen it.
But I'm telling you, that slider looks good.
The slider does look good. And the slider's supposed to have some pretty crazy specs on it, but. Again, that's rumor mill too, but it's more of a secure rumor because we've actually seen the device at the BlackBerry launch, and we've seen the device being held up by some of the BlackBerry leadership team, and it is a sweet. We know that they already have production models. We know they have sample models already. We don't know so much the actual hardware and the inside, what's packaging, what's moving it, but from what I've read online, and you can get more insight on this, is that it's going to be a beast. It's going to be quad-core, octa-core, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be beast mode. Now, I'm looking at the Oslo. Now, I'm seeing the top is kind of just like the original Passport, but the bottom is round. So a little different than the AT&T version.
Right, yeah, the AT&T version.
Why you didn't bring that?
I did still remember. I went back to the black and red.
So what was the reason for you going back? You had it unlocked and everything.
Man, I know the black and red was just the way to go. Okay. I just couldn't, it was just something about, and also I got it unlocked, like Hank said. We're talking about the AT&T version of the BlackBerry Passport. I got it unlocked, and the network isn't the same. So I got LTE pretty much around here, but when I would travel when I traveled out really far, I noticed that if there's not the 1700 band for T-Mobile, You won't get LTE; it'll drop to 3G or around in a lot of areas, which is fine. But I just decided to go back to the OG passport because it just felt more. I don't know. I just felt like I had to go back. I don't know. It just wasn't the same. I guess so.
No, I really like the feel of the AT&T passport. And I really, I went into the AT&T store right when they launched, and you're gonna have to go to a corporate store. You can't go to the
kiosks.
Yeah, you can't go. You got to go to the corporate.
Authorized dealer.
Yeah, the authorized dealer not gonna have. They don't even know what you're talking about. But I felt it. I loved it. I liked the feel of it in my hand. So of course, when you first got it, you hyped it up.
It was nice, man. I really liked it. But something about the OG version, I don't know what happened. I just couldn't.
This dude right here, man, he'll get a phone and then next thing you know, he don't have it, but he have something else replaced.
Yeah. I think it's because I have so many phones, and I do carry. Now, right now, I have my Galaxy S6 Edge and my BlackBerry G30.
That Edge is nice.
It's a beast. I carry one of each. I have to have a BlackBerry on hand, and I have to have an Android on hand, and the other one it'll either be Windows Phone or iOS, one of the two. But I just came out. It's like I'm gonna hook up with Hank, and I'm just gonna grab BlackBerry and get the Android device.
Do you think there'll ever be a day when you don't have to require to carry?
Oh man, no, not for me, because I really enjoy having all different operating systems on hand. Because there's always something that this one can't do and this one can do, and vice versa. This one can't do something, but this one can do it. And I normally carry a bag with my laptop and everything in it and tablet, but nonetheless, I don't mind carrying a lot of equipment because it keeps me entertained if I'm somewhere, or something. There's things that I've purchased on BlackBerry that I don't have on Android. Right. So nonetheless, I'm okay with carrying around different operating systems because I don't like to be tied down to one. I'm a BlackBerry fan for sure, but I like to experience something else. I have something to compare it to.
Yeah. And if you get to the point where everything is just universal, there would be no.
Oh man.
I mean, and that's why people always say, "Why don't BlackBerry just die already?" No,
it's not.
You can't just pull out. Because you need diversity in order for these devices to continue to get better.
Yeah, the market has to be scrambled back.
Exactly.
You can't have the same thing. You don't want to dominate with Android or iOS.
Exactly.
You have to mix it up.
Yeah, you need to mix up, and that's just going to only benefit the consumers.
Oh yeah, that's for our benefit.
Exactly.
Big time. So I want to ask Hank about something that's probably touchy to a lot of people. Some people might get a little upset. T-Mobile fans might get a little upset, but why do you feel like certain carriers? I know you know what happened with T-Mobile and BlackBerry. Why can't they just make it happen? Why do you think that's such an issue with certain carriers not even willing to try or carry the brand at all? Why they ditch on them?
Because I'm not the head of sales. No, I'm just kidding. If I was the head of sales, believe me. But no, I think it's the perception really is a major factor into that, and especially with Sprint. I am so upset with Sprint right now because this is pretty much the only thing I can get on Sprint. I think the perception and the marketing and just the overall perception of BlackBerry is why a lot of the carriers shy away, and they don't feel like if they can put those devices and they can't move them or sell them.
Right.
But you have to show people in order for them to actually see the device and have it in their hands for you to have opportunity to sell.
Let me ask you: do you think that local stores do a good job at selling? Do they push Android and iOS more? Because I was in the store yesterday when I was picking this up, and I could hear the guy saying, "Well, I don't really like Android. iOS is better," or "I don't really like iOS or Android is better." That's a horrible way to sell. You're never going to move the products like you want them to move. Right. So, what is your take on that?
Uneducated salesmen.
Agreed.
Just very poorly educated on the device. And for you to, as a salesman, you need to sell the device.
Exactly.
But the only thing I can say about that is that maybe they have some kind of incentive to sell one device over the other. So that's why you might get that push.
So, last one again, carriers. I gotta hit this one more time. Carriers, if T-Mobile were to bring back a plan with BlackBerry, what do you think, what would they need to take them over the top of that? Which device? Do you think they should get the Passport? Do you think they should get the V30, the 10? What do you think they should do?
They need an entry-level device.
Entry-level?
Well,
Elite?
The Elite, but make it more affordable.
Make it more affordable.
I would drop the price on Elite.
Well, remember T-Mobile's plans though. T-Mobile's plans are you can finance the device out.
Yeah, you know, then they have an excellent.
They have a jump on other carriers.
Yeah,
so, but
and they have to put it in the stores, and they gotta give BlackBerry
Training.
some kind of, training and some kind of. They have to have it where you can see it and play with it.
okay. Because people are, like you said, it's really more of a thing where they're not educated. The salespeople are, and you walk to a store and you know more than the salesperson. That's kind of sad.
I often walk in there and educate them guys.
Exactly,
And
it shouldn't be that way.
It's sad to this point that recently I was in, not T-Mobile, but I'm not going to say which carrier the store was in, and I had a crowd of about 10 or 15 people around me after hearing this dude talk about BlackBerry.
Right.
So I pulled out my passport and I gave these people a show.
Wow.
And at the end, when I was done, the actual manager of that particular carrier said, "Man, this was very informative. You had my employees, you had customers around, and you showed us something that we never."
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
that's the way it should be.
So if you're not educated on the type of phones that you're selling, you're not going to sell it.
That's right. You heard it first. This is one of the elite members of BlackBerry. He runs Remarkable.com. If you don't know who he is, go ahead and go to Remarkable.com. This is BlackBerry Hank. This is our second meeting, and I really appreciate Hank coming down in town to do another interview unannounced.
Yeah.
He called me up. I popped up with the camera. He didn't even know, but
and I brought you some love, man.
oh man.
Because I told you if y'all seen the last video.
So you saw the last one online, and you saw the interview that we did. Hank promised a lot of things, and you know what? Hank is getting ready to come.
Yeah, and I was gonna mail this out, but I made my trip, so I like this little BlackBerry bag. So just some little small things. Now I'm gonna tell you what I like about.
All right, guys, coffee break again. This is the man that runs Remarkable.com. This is BlackBerry Hank. He's an elite member for BlackBerry. As you can see, we got a lot of BlackBerry things here. Yeah. Hank promised some things in our last interview that we did, and Hank came through.
Yeah, I did, and one of the things that I want to show you guys, small, but I didn't want to give Jay this stuff. I seen it, but it's just a water bottle, but it's the black.
Oh wow,
dude, that's clean. It's just a water bottle.
Check that out.
Yeah. So I got one for you and the family, y'all. I got a couple of water bottles in there.
Nice.
I got you a couple of BlackBerry pens in here.
Oh yeah.
I like this right here. This is what I like to give people. It's the hub, but it's clean though. The USB hub. That's right there. I like that. I got you a couple of those, man. A couple of let me or you. Couple of the hubs, and then one thing is for you, I know you drink coffee, so you can go ahead and put that coffee in
on the mark
in there and just sip while you doing whatever you do. I got you some shirts and stuff. But there's one thing that I want to give you that I really wanted to give you, and of course I go out to the Formula One every year.
Oh no!
And the AMG
Get out.
Yeah, man. This
Get
is a
out
nice
of here.
jacket.
Oh, man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But the most important part of this is the support that we have from BlackBerry.
Yeah, you see that?
Check that out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can rock that, man.
Yeah.
And you can see that, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yep. So you keep the rain off you. Yeah.
So everybody, this was a great. Hank's got some more good.
Yeah, I got some t-shirts.
I'm gonna say that to myself.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that on camera. This is really nice though.
Yeah, that's a nice man. That's a nice.
See this right here?
Look, it's only. Look, it's still got the things on the So
this is a one-off.
Yeah,
a one-off.
So I got another one of those, and
man,
2 of those. So this is what we're gonna do now. I get invited every year. Down here in Austin now in October, and for the Formula One.
Oh.
So this year I want to extend the invitation for you to come as my guest. It'll be like on a Friday.
Oh yeah.
So they'll take us from the hotel. They'll bus us down. You'll get to meet a lot of high people. We'll get to go on the track. We'll get to do all the stuff. You get.
Do you guys hear this?
Yeah.
This is a man of his word right here.
I'm gonna do that.
If you have not been to Remarkable.com, I need you to hurry and get over to Remarkable.com. Again, this is an elite member of BlackBerry. This is BlackBerry Hank. We're out in Round Rock, Texas, and we're at the Spring Hill Suites. If you have never been to the Spring Hill Suites, I'm giving the Spring Hill Suites a lot of love right now. Even if you're not in town for the fight, you're just here to get a hotel. Hank has definitely been to the Spring Hill Suites before. Yeah. This is my first time, and it's beautiful. As you can see the backdrop here, there's people coming in and out. It's a beautiful setting out here in Round Rock, Texas. So Spring Hill Suites, I'm gonna give you some love on this. I'm looking for a free room and board because you may not know who we are, but the internet definitely knows who we are. So Spring Hill Suites, we definitely invite you to come over here and show them some love. And we will see you guys in the next video. This is a lot of fun, totally unannounced, unfiltered, just off the prop. Just jump up and say Hank's in town. Finally, we get to do a live video together. And what more place that I would like to do is right here. Look at this backdrop. It's pretty sweet, right?
Sweet.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next video. Again, it's your boy Jay Will. Remember to visit remarkable.com, and we will see you guys in the next one. Shout out to everybody on the channel as well.
Yes.
Thanks for all the support and the love. Let's keep making this money. No, I'm just kidding. That's exactly.
You gotta get it.
Alright guys, I appreciate you joining me in another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.
That was nice.
You getting that?
Yeah, I got him. Yeah, BlackBerry fans.
I would definitely get.
That guy right there is very important. That's BlackBerry Hank over there. Everybody say hi, man. Hey, all right. Yeah.
Are y'all in town? Where y'all from? Okay.
Oh yeah, they're up that way too. Yeah, that's good.
Had to get away from the Alamo City for a second.
Yeah,
Right.
it's funny. I was putting on I work at USA down in San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
And we just put on a tech conference. Past
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's one of the rumors that it'll be specifically not in this market, but if I can get it unlocked, I'm gonna get it. So y'all okay?
Yeah, come on through.
Yeah, he's fine.
I can chop all this out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay if you walk through. It makes it look realistic.
You got a nice.
Yeah, you got a nice hotel here. That's good.
And y'all seen that guy right there. He can take care. Yeah, but
All right,
make sure y'all eating your
Oh
fruits and
yeah.
vegetables. Make sure your health is right.
That's right. Oh yeah. Hank's Fitness channel. Hank's Fitness channel. Don't forget to hit that as well. You'll see the link in the description. Be sure to head over to remarkable.com, and I'm going to flash it all up for you, and we will see you guys in the next video. Take care. It's your boy Jay Will.
Peace.
All right.